All right, we're back. This is number 4. Let's change the music. This is so weird. I have the Raptors game on in the background here. I'm looking at it. They're using an AI generator to show people's faces in the crowd. Fucking hell. Okay, so I was saying this before. What we need to do is drop the lights down here because it's going to be a night scene, and yeah, the quicker we kind of lock this in. So what I'm going to do is I'll start with an HDRI, and then we'll build up from that. So this is the one we're currently using. I have a huge list, and I'm just going to kind of look and see what I got here. Snow Mountains, evening clear, blue hour clears. This might be pretty good. Let's just take a peek at this one first. It's not bad. We could rotate this thing around. We're just gonna check out a couple other ones. So that's outdoor beach house, sunset. The sunsets are hard to know sometimes where they're gonna be. This is pretty cool. This is kind of the blue hour I was thinking. There's mountains, but we can. I think we have mountains everywhere. Unfortunately, that's not gonna work. Definitely think kind of a blue hour is what I'm looking for. Sunset, snow. Okay, these ones, I think these are all blue hour. No, they're all more sunset. Oh man, this thing changing. Drives me nuts. So moonlight golf could be good. Don't remember that one being that great though. This is too midday. This is like a fun little thing about, I don't know if it's Windows Explorer or if it's Blender. I think it might be Windows. Is that anything over 4K, I think it is won't show up in your browser. This one's 60K, so it'll be too overwhelmed. That's a real sunset. A lot darker. I think this is the mountain one still. Yeah. It's like this crazy thing because you get the previews with this one, but not for others. And say you want that one, and now you want to go over. Now you got to figure out which name that was. Sunset Pure Sky. That's gonna be. There's our building, by the way. It's kind of cool. Floating up here in the sky. This one's no good. This is nice, but not. I might be the first one. I thought about. No, I don't think it's gonna work. I thought about generating one with like an AI tool. Here, let's try it. It would be kind of a cool situation if it worked. I don't know though if we're gonna get what we want, but let's try it. The one that I have a subscription to. This is NBC. It's very odd. I'm just watching a stream. Maybe not. Maybe not a legal one, but I swear it's NBC. But they're really pro Celtics. It's weird. Okay, so this is Skybox Labs. So I'm going to try this. A city skyline at Blue Hour large buildings in the distance, Manhattan. Let's see what we get. I think we just want realism. I think we'll do radiant realism, see what it gets us. So this will generate a 360 photo, which can be used as an HDR. I can't remember the format. I'm pretty sure it has an HDR format. Just the HDR format, from a lighting standpoint, has more dynamic range, so you get more real lighting. So when you look at, this, it's actually much brighter in Blender. So it really helps with. Well, this is a disaster. This is terrible. These AI apps are all like this. It's like, it's just, ultra realistic. City skyline at Blue Hour. Dramatic lighting. Just see what we get here. It'll generate like sometimes some decent stuff, but most of the time it's just, as they say in the AI world, hallucinates. Like, what is that? That's kind of a nightmare. I cancel this subscription after a month. Getting a little better, but even then, this is pretty. So you don't want, for an HDR, like an HDRI, you don't want any buildings. You just want a clean sky. So you're probably better to have it. So let me say an ultra realistic city skyline at Blue Hour with dramatic lighting and buildings in the distance. No buildings blocking the sky. Let's see if it does. So this has and this is going to be a common thing with AI tools. It has an AI prompt, so it's doing what people have been doing with Midjourney or with ChatGPT's, like, tell me what you want, and it will rewrite it in a way that is tuned for the system, which is a super cool idea. Okay. So it's these buildings that are really the issue. So let's go negative text buildings. Like unobstructed sky view. This is the problem. Really, you just want the sky. You don't even need below the horizon, which a lot of HDRIs don't even have. It's just the top part. It is better. You're sure not listening to the buildings. I think we're going to keep... Okay, while that generates, let's go back and look at the one we had, which was... Well, let's see, this Moonless Golf 8K. No. Okay, let's take a peek at this. So this is the one we had. Clear sky, a little bit. It's doing a bit of lighting. Mostly this is coming from the sun though. So if you turn that off, it's not really lighting that much, but then we're at a low strength. So let's see, so that's a little bit more. So if you kind of get a feel for this, obviously you can use the sky, and also you're getting a little bit of lighting and reflections, which just really helps out. And then, you know, what you can also do is we can do the sun, but we can kind of make it like a moonlight. So we'll do it like a little blue, bring it down. And if we do world, so this is the sun's coming in from this direction because what we had before. I'm thinking that would be the sun coming in. This would be like a moonlight. These guys are wildly like Celtic fans. It's crazy. And I can't figure out if it's an actual like national broadcast or if it's hey, it's just a little extra, you know, it's not even really necessary, but it's just like adds a little extra lighting to this thing. We're going to light this actual building, but I think that's probably okay for the moment. Okay, let's save this. I want to try something with the ground. What was I gonna do? So we've moved the location, I think. No, we haven't. Okay, let's just try a little trick. So if I go into here, do I have other? I guess I don't. Okay. go to Blender OSM. We're going to go Flatbush terrain. And we're going to import an image overlay. And we're going to start with Mapbox satellite. Import. It's going to go out and get satellite image for the ground. And then I'm going to go open up Mapbox. Yeah, this is trash. This is okay. I take it back. Other than the fact there's like 3 suns. You know, if you're that's garbage. I gotta cancel. I need to cancel this. Let me go show Mapbox. Okay, so let's go first of all, let's see if that worked. It looks like it did. So if we take a peek now at our building, we have actual satellite data now. So at our intersection, we can actually see some cars, the road. Now it's not gonna matter all that much because we're gonna try to light this in a way where we're not gonna see all that much. But it's nicer to have that obviously than having just like the regular like map with the roads and stuff. Can't speak to me. But I want to try with Mapbox is this. So I gotta learn the controls here. Okay, so right click. So what I was thinking is, what could we do with a map where we could use like a color system to highlight certain aspects of the map? So for example, water, you know, we could just make a pure blue, and you know, streets we could make red, and you know, grass area we could make green, just for example, those 3 things, and then use that as a splat map. So I'm just going to test this really quickly, because I've never really seen this technique done. I'm also curious if I could do it with, well, let's just try it purely as a splat map. So first thing you want to do is we want to turn off. Actually, maybe the best way to do this is just do a brand new one. So let's go to new style. I think maybe monochrome. Let's try monochrome. Darker, yeah, this is good. Yeah, so let's style this. Okay, so we want, first of all, we want no labels. So let me just see if there's a way. Delete selection. Transit? No. don't want these airport labels. We don't want points of interest. What's natural features? Okay, water. No, we don't want labels. We just don't want the labels. I don't think we wanted min boundaries. Okay, let's see what the bridges look like. So, example, these are the bridges. Let's try to change the watercolor. Okay, so this is water. So let's go RGB. And okay, that worked. That's good. We actually maybe do should work. 00255. All right, so there's a value of 255 for blue. Okay, so that works. And a waterway is probably just, well, they're not even really used. Okay, that's cool. What is, okay, so land and water, hillshade, land use. I don't think we want that. So this is the land. I think this is going to be sure what the zoom range thing is. Okay, that's land structures. Okay. I don't know if that really is useful. Let's try to get, let's see if we can get the parks. To be deleted. It's like, what is that? Let's figure out what's going on with this. This is kind of interesting. this is going to come in really handy. So I'll tell you why. Like, I think the trick is we're going to be able to get, like, I think we're going to generate multiple maps. So like the way that I would do this, if I wanted to really make this, I think, work, is you would have probably like a standard satellite image as one layer, and then you'd have a splat map of the different land uses, which you can use to, you know, add emission, these kind of things. You know, map out the water, set where different textures are. You could have road textures really easily. You could have, you know, essentially you would have grass. You would probably end up doing like grass, cement, and grass, cement, water, and pavement, something like that. That would just kind of have a base, and then you'd make that your ground texture with the satellite over top. So you'd have like a bit of both, and then you would, you know, build up your buildings and everything, put your trees in. Okay, so let me just try to see if I can get this ground. Okay, that's interesting. So this is just the land. So we want to mute this for now. So this is we got to figure out. Okay, so this is land use. Interesting. Okay, there we go. So this is indicating. So let's go to green. So what we want here is we just want to hit pure green. I mean, stupidly, probably can just type this in. Yeah. Okay, so there you go, pure green. So there's our parks. So you have to be careful with the zoom range, because at different zoom levels, different things pop in. So see that you can make, you know, see how it's flat green. I haven't really used Mapbox, honestly, which I'm sort of learning this as I go, but this is super cool. But you notice that in here, it's showing these buildings. So you kind of have to figure out where that's coming from. So that's the land. So this is, we can probably do this one really quick. I think we could actually keep one, probably just keep one black and do the roads red. Okay, so we want to find these things. So these are buildings. Okay, so those are buildings. I don't know if we want the buildings at all. I don't think we want the buildings. I think we want the land to be pure black. Across all ranges. So now we just need roads. And I think it's just going to be this. There it is. There, look at that. So basically what we have, we got to get rid of these. These are probably paths. It's pretty cool. I just want to see what else it has. So I think it's got, oh, so the bridges, transit bridges. There's a better way to do this too. So I think these are walking paths. I'm nerd out on maps. I'm really nerd out on maps. What else did we have? Points. We don't want labels. We don't want sky. We don't want background. Natural features. What are those? Just these gray paths. So these are walking tunnels. These are walking surfaces. Okay, let's see what this does. Yep, that's what it is. So you can technically, if you do red, pedestrian paths would be, you know, probably better to download as a separate map. Or just make them all red, make them all paved. What happen is if you use magenta and you try to mask, you'll end up with showing up in a little bit of both of the red and the green. I think that's how it would work. So I would just say that the best way to handle this in the short term is just to make it pure black. Or to hide them would be probably a better move. So there we go. Okay, so we have a road network. And we have our transit. Oh, transit. Subway tunnels, probably. We don't care about tunnels. Just thinking about the subway lines. Okay, let's just see for a second what the surface. Do we get anything? There's not a lot of surface on Transit New York, but oh, there's the transit lines. They're just not thick. That's cool. This is the width. It's super neat. So So it's like styling across the range. So there's your transit. There's your bridge transit. I feel like this should be the underground. I guess it would be all subway, so it would be tunnel, right? I might have deleted it. So, let's see what a custom layer does. Oh, upload data, that's cool. Oh, look, there's a trail that I uploaded. That's interesting. So if I wanted to do... I can't even tell you how much cool stuff you could do with this. Like, you could go get Strava data for the most popular runs around this area. And then you could do... you could get that data and download it as like a GPX. Although I don't know if they give you the full, like, not they get all your own runs and then bring it in the map and then bring it into Blender. It'd be cool. That's not what I want though. So we want transit. Okay, so there is. So what's going on? So transit labels, I don't know why they're. Reorder them. Okay, so transit label, transit bridges, walking, transit surface, walking road network, walking. Is it arrowway line? What is that? I would think that's airport. There's all sorts of stuff here. Like data visualization you could get. Okay, so what did we do? Okay, the only thing we don't have is our transit line, so I'm not gonna stress about this. I'm gonna turn off transit. I don't know if we have to hide it. Let's just delete it. Let's delete all walking labels. Buildings. Don't need. Land and water we do. This is good. Projection is fine. Hopefully this doesn't mess it up. Light's fine. 3D terrain is off. Atmosphere. I don't think we want atmosphere at all. I don't think it changes anything. Okay. Oh, except what is this? See, these are national parks.
Sometimes it burns.
Okay.
Sometimes it hurts.
That's so crazy, man.
When you say my name, but thinking of hers. I don't wanna know, don't want you to go and leave me behind. No, I don't wanna see if it isn't me who's on your mind.
Lost New York City.
'Cause I
What's this on?
don't know what you're looking
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm out. Why do I not know where New York is now?
I don't know what to do. Hold back, let go. There is nothing more for me to show. You're hiding to breathe, running
The intersection is somewhere here. Okay, so let's try this. So if we publish this map, this is the new one.
halfway from
We'll publish it as new,
picked up my
and then we have to get a key.
I stared at your face.
I can't remember how to do this. Get a specific map box, map, Blender, OSM. I feel like it's just there's an option for custom URL. Yeah, there it is. We'll get it. Style URL. Mapbox style. I think it's gonna give us the. I think this is it. Fingers crossed. Ready? Let's save this. And we'll save this to the file. Fingers crossed. Here we go. So if this works, what'll happen is it'll create the black and the blue and the green and the red, which we're going to then use as an image texture to do some basic texturing. I don't even really think we'll need this at night. I was curious, and I'm also like could potentially use it for. I'd have to think of like, could we use it as an input to like a geometry node or a scatter or something? Geoscatter. Use texture. Use image. Mask. This is probably going to break my camera. The battery ran out.
I don't wanna be crazy.
Just test to see if this system is totally
Every
broken.
time I think you're gonna walk out of my door, I start to jump to the conclusion you don't love me no more.
Yeah, it probably is. Damn it.
Babe, give me some to work with. Can you just reassure me?
Same thing that happened before. All right, we're going no video.
Hurt disguised as strange.
Interesting.
But it's self-sabotage my love. Self-sabotage my love. Cause of my own pain. No one's coming to save you, baby girl.
Oh, okay. This might work.
You got to
This might work. I don't know. We're going to try something. We're going to try a little experiment. Oh, look, there it is. Hey, check it out. How cool is that? We have it. Oh, this is sweet. Okay, one little mistake, which is it brought in, obviously we didn't have any water, so it brought in the roads, it brought in the street, the thing, it just brought in the buildings as gray, which I don't think is going to, because there's actual buildings, stupid. So basically if I turn this off, this is the mask. So it's a small thing, but I have an idea that I'm kind of pumped about. I need to bring out this building. I need to bring out one Flatbush to its own little spot. Okay, so my idea, which honestly I think is kind of a perfect idea if it works. I lost my... So my idea is to use geometry nodes on this mesh, which is a really simple mesh. It should just be, there should be really nothing to it. You use the geometry nodes to distribute lights, for example, on like street lights, all the way down the roads. So we just sort of make an assumption that there will be a street light every blank thing on a road and see if we can light up the city. So let's try this. This will be a really cool tool to have if it works. Okay, so first thing, we can just kind of get rid of the buildings for a minute. Here's the buildings. There we go. Okay, buildings are gone. Right, so if you kind of imagine this is... Now, we could just emit from the road. That would be really easy. So I'll show you the difference. I'm saying I'm showing you, but this is me more just figuring this out as I go. Okay, so we have our image now. And this should be really simple. This is our Flatbush mask. Flatbush land, water, road. And I realize we probably don't even need, for this part, we don't even need water. Okay, so all we got to do is just do a mix texture or mix shader and an emission, and bring emission in here, kill this, bring that here, and then I think we just probably got to add a color. Oh, sorry. Separate color. Okay. What did it do? Rose was red. There, it's done. Okay, so just an interesting little tidbit. Because we're using real world distance, what you're getting is you're not getting emission from too far away. So it's kind of funny. See, watch. It's gonna see how it's gonna go down. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, see how it's bright here but not here? This is because of the distance of the camera. But you can see that's the version you get, right? It's just sort of a simple, you get some emission on the road itself. But it doesn't look good, obviously, but it's just the fact that we can do that is cool because we can put anything there. We can put a road, like a real road texture. And like, I don't know how detailed Mapbox will get, but we can publish now multiple maps and we'll use whatever we want for this. Like, we might want to use a black and white satellite image at night because we don't want, color. So the question is now, if I want lights. So can I use a geometry node setup? So what I'm going to try out is going to go to geometry nodes. I'm going to say new. And I'm going to take the existing terrain. And I'm going to say distribute points on faces. Okay, so it went and just distributed a ton of points on here. Right, so if you just put, oh shoot, did I put that on the terrain or on the, no, on the terrain. So just put a ton of points on here. And now for the selection, I just want to grab this image. So if I go to the shader editor, go to object, and I think I can even just grab it. No, okay, so image, and then we just need to grab, where is this image? So this is called overlay PNG. They're all called overlay PNG. Oh, no, it's called mask. Mask, Flatbush. Is it there though? Image, save as, active projects. So same thing, grab the image, take the red, hit selection, cross your fingers. Didn't work. It looked like Okay, so since the points. On point. Now it's cooking. This is like one of those moments where it's going to crash, I think. Okay, so to be fair, because we're dealing with real world terrain, I don't know what the density is, but it could be a scenario where we have 2 square kilometers. So it's got to put a point at some increment everywhere. And what I kind of want to say is like put a point every, like I'd probably want to say like put a point every, yeah, see, it's working, but it's crazy. It is wild. So it did it. We gotta have it chill. It's just gonna. So let's go 0.1. See if that helps. And, it's interesting. This comes down to a little interesting challenge that I've been thinking about is like at some point you'd like to bring the scale down because it really does, like it affects certain things. As cool as it is to have everything to scale, like at some point you kind of want to tell it to, bring it back. But then you break a lot of this stuff around Blender OSM. So it'd be nice to have a way to kind of bring it in and then copy it to the smaller version in some way, like almost like to have a full version and then like a 0.01 model of what you're making in the corner, and then just sort of copy and paste the components. So some type of workflow like that. This is still going. It also doesn't help to have your render going when this happens.
I know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough.
So
When
is really interesting.
Just remember that I'm here to cheer you.
So I think I can do this. I just have to be smart about it. So
I wanna pick you up.
what this is doing is, this is the number of points per square meter on each mesh face for the values in the density attribute.
Keep on trying.
So again, I just think that it's the scale is what's going to crush this. But realistically, like we need, we don't need density. We need, like what we're kind of saying is, okay, imagine you put like light posts across 2 square kilometers by 2 square kilometers, and you space them out according to what light posts would be, right? Which is typically, I don't know, between light posts, let's say 10 meters. So say 10 meters. So every 10 meters there's a light post. And then you're saying, okay, only put the light post here, first of all, if it's on the red. And then that's going to put them on the street. And then we have to kind of offset them to say like, no, don't put them on the street. Put them at the edge of the red and the black. That's basically what we're trying to do. So if we did that, we should be able to distribute light posts around the city at some increment, at every blank. Now, this is kind of crazy thing to do, and really what I should do is I should break this out even smaller because we don't need lights everywhere. But from a, just from a can I do it standpoint, I was very curious how crazy this thing could get, what it could do. But realistically, I don't need lights in every spot. I probably just need lights in a little tiny, area. And I'm sure I could restrict the area of where this goes.
Just keep on trying. Got to keep on trying. Oh, baby, I believe in you.
Interesting.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay.
I'm just gonna probably kill this and try to reload. I just saved it right before I did it, luckily. So let's do that.
The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give him a smile that lasts another year.
Interesting.
There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing.
Selection.
When December is, when
Type.
the
Ooh.
children are singing. Yeah.
Vertex.
Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh,
Oh, cool.
room at the table,
Very cool.
big and for small.
Okay, so I think I can do this pretty easy. So let's try that again. So you can just create a vertex group. So we just want to create one for now. We just want to create one for the little intersection outside the building.
Merry
So let's
Christmas,
try this
baby.
here. Oh, yeah.
The snow
this
is
thing?
2 feet deep.
Okay.
Now wish upon a falling star,
Get
so
Christmas
all
music
your
going.
secret dreams can come true. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December is, when the children are singing, yeah.
Okay. Oh, we saved it while this was happening. Okay, so what it's saying is grab the selection, go over here to the group, change this to vertex, and I think you can go into the geometry nodes. Wait, they did something different. So he puts in vertex group, pipe Boolean. Okay. Dude, I was typing some stuff. Okay. It seems odd that that just showed up like that. Okay. Okay, so let's try this. We'll just skip this for now. So geometry. And then we'll just create a vertex group. So we really only need we probably only need well, even here's even better. Right? So that's our camera. So let's just have it light up. This corner should help a little bit. Okay, and then hey, how you doing? Okay, so that's going to restrict it. Okay, we're going to try this. Doing all right. Going, down rabbit holes as usual. But it is what it is. I don't really mention it, but I think, Sean, you're kind of in the same path as me. Like in my mind, I'm trying to develop a system that is reliable, that I can take real world data, including what you're doing, right? Terrain, that means like elevation, height data, building data, anything from the real world, and reliably bring it into Blender, Unreal Engine, and then start to recreate environments. That's kind of the challenge. And in doing that, you sort of have to sometimes take time to make sure you get things right. So what I'm doing is I created this map. You know what a splat map is at all? I created a splat map basically in Mapbox. So Mapbox. So in Mapbox, I made a splat map of water, streets, and grass, like parks, just as a test. And so I created a splat map, this one. And then I styled this with these things just as a test, and then I published it, and I brought it into Blender as a texture for my area. So it's all lined up perfectly. All the roads are there. So now I can see roads. So now I'm just seeing, can I distribute points on the roads or on the edges of the road, so I can like assign street lamps, so I can light up the street in a cool way. It's a lot, right? Like, I mean, how many street lamps are there in Brooklyn? You know, like 5,000 lamps. Like, it's going to be too much, but I'm just curious if it works. So I just distributed points on here, and I was just kind of testing some of the settings. I can't tell if that did more or less. I think it's going to do more. Maybe too many. I don't know if my vertex work. Yeah, there you go. So there's a cool technique. Although I don't know, is it, first of all, it is okay, so it is spawning them only in this area, which is cool. Let's see what happens if we turn this to 2. It gets crazy. Like, it never ends what you can do. Okay. So maybe it's not showing the density very well because they are tiny. So probably be careful. Let's go down to something low. Go down to 1. And can't remember what the density max was. The unit is the number of points per square meter. We want distance. Okay, we're gonna try this out. Famous last words. Ooh, it's taking a long time. See, this is the mask. It just right now has an emission shader. So it's just like showing what it would be like if what do you mean? Like a weight map. Like this actual like weight paint. Because you kind of get, I mean, it is a weight map. It right now it's just, I'm using it, you know, as flat, but you could add a color ramp, and you could tell it, you know, you could blend it a bit better. Yeah, you can do that. You can also convert a vertex, which is, your vertex paint is kind of limited a little bit by how much geometry is in the object. So when you look at an object like this, I think this object is, yeah, there's not like a lot of, here. So there's not like, the object itself is small. Easily, yeah, you can do that. I mean, you can use, again, the vertex groups are essentially the same. So if you go to Let's see. Let me make sure. Yeah, I did have these. Select. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Vertex paint. Like you could, you could create a group, right? And then you could paint vertex paint on here, and it'll use grays and whatever, but it's just black and white. So that's like your mask, and you can go nuts and you can do whatever you want with that, and then you can use that as an input to anything with geometry nodes. Yeah, so that's an option. There's also, I don't know if it's built in. I can't remember if it's built in. Yeah, vertex color from weight. I can't remember. I think there's a way to do the opposite, to sort of set the weight paint from vertex, but the weight paint is just using as a texture instead of using the actual geometry, so you can get way more detailed, but it's also a little bit. Okay, so let me focus here for a second. So points on faces. Let's just try this. I'm just going to change this to something low. We're going to see. It's either going to crash or we'll see. Something happened. This takes forever, so I have to figure this out. You want to almost set. So right now it's putting points on all the faces, and then it's like limiting it by this. It still has to look at the whole thing. What you actually want to do is almost set like a domain, like only look in this little area. And I'm not sure if there's a way to do that. Let's see what happens if we do this. I mean, I could also duplicate the terrain, right? That's actually another good option too. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So with distributed points at a pretty good increment. Okay, so now let's do what's a street light? Like let's go street light. Dimensions. $42 inch? No. 27 feet. There's like literally from the New York government. Lamppost. I love this. I read it. Height. The overall height from the bottom of the base to the center line of the mast arm should be 27 feet 7 inches. The height of the bottom of the base to the luminaire center should be 25. Oh, because it goes up and over. Okay. So let's do 25. 25.5. I love that. Okay, so now we'll use your trick, right? 25.5 feet. Now again, you should do this before, because now it's going to update every single one of these things. Okay, so there we got our street lamps. A little nation of street lamps. And then, radius is probably not 1 meter. Let's call it 0.5 meters. Probably the document probably tells us. 4.5 diameter. The shaft is 4.5 feet diameter. Inch diameter. This is so cool. Minimum acceptable wall thickness should be 1/2 inch. The base shall be providing the base was a New York City identification label to be located 135 degrees from the center line. This would be like a fun modeling project. Like, let's make lampposts. Federal color 58B, black, brown, green. Proved equal by the engineer. This is a really important document. I need this. I need to make sure that if I do this, if I have to model a street lamp, it's to spec. I should send it to the governor. Okay, so there's our street lamps. So now here's the real test. Can I put them on the streets? What do you think? Fingers crossed. Here we go. No, over here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. This should just take the same amount of time as before. It should just be... Geometry node should have a like a... Did that not work? Damn it. This means there's a mistake, right? I don't have any road splines yet. In fact, I don't think that I would use splines at all because I'm going to texture, like I'm going to basically just texture the terrain according to whether it's cement, pavement, grass. And like, unless I'm going down to ground level, in which case then I could probably, I don't know how you do that, but we can manually do it if you want, pretty easy, to add a little bit of height or whatever. But yeah, this is interesting. This is not working at the moment. So why can't you separate color from the image? Well, that's okay. We could just generate a black and white. This means bad, I'm pretty sure. I think this is looking for geometry. And I think it is looking for probably the color of the object. Okay, so what I need is an image mask. What is I don't know if there's a better way to do this. It should be like really, should be pure select. Color range should be I'm so bad in Photoshop. Like I know what I want to do, but I don't. Nah, I'll do it, but that's probably the worst way you can do it. Whatever. It's gonna work. That's the background. Yeah, I want to use the image. But now I realize I don't think it can handle, it can't split the red, green, and blue. So I have to just make like a black and white mask. Just don't know how to do it. Okay, I did that. Invert the selection. Create a mask and duplicate there. Oh, I see. So it's saying invert. And then duplicate. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I've never done that. If there's a way to do that, yeah, I have no idea. How do you export just the RA layer? Just never done that in Photoshop. Seems like something you should be able to do. Do you know how to do it? It's like hate Photoshop so much. I need a node-based editor. A node would be image in, separate red, green, blue, go from the red to the output, save. Convert to black and white, save. It's like 3 nodes, done. I mean, you could probably do it. You could probably do it in the compositor. Actually. Fuck Photoshop. See, Photoshop, I'm telling you, someone needs to do it. Someone needs to make a competitor Photoshop uses nodes. Crush. It's just so much more intuitive. Like, you don't have to do weird layer masking and then, oh, that mask affects that layer. Oh, it doesn't affect this layer. Oh, we're going to duplicate. Like, you don't have to do any of that. It's just so simple. Yeah, it's right. Like, you know, Blender just needs like a little plugin that really just has a bit more photo centric stuff, right? Like, you could use a stylus, and you could have, I mean, you could really, wouldn't be that big of a change. All the layer masks are there. There just needs to be, like, up here, there needs to be a photo or like a image editor mode that's like really specific for this kind of thing, and it would just, you'd be off to the races. That's shocking. Like, just to me, think about that. Like, what am I doing? I just want the red channel. How do I do it? I'm sure there's something hidden somewhere, you know, in here, but fuck that. So much more satisfying to do it in Blender too. Okay, that's a rabbit hole I'll go down one day. Hey, look at all my lights down there, though. You see that? See all my little lights? Okay, watch this. It's gonna work. I can feel it. I can feel it. I don't know if I'm not sure if I know what you mean by that. Colors in an image and merge them. Merge all greens between this shade and a darker shade of green. Like color replace in Photoshop kind of thing. Well, it's like that's what a LUT does. Like you can look into lookup tables in Photoshop. That's what a lookup table should do. There's like it's doing conversion from this to this, but yeah, I don't know. I've never done that in Blender. Okay, let's see if this works. What do you think? The chances all these little dudes somewhat line up on the roads. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, it doesn't. It won't use it as a selection. I swear, did I not read that you could do it? Plug in image mask. Oh. Why do you have to connect that? Here. Well, don't do it here because it's not working yet. Here, I'll just take a screenshot now if you want. I'll go full screen in a second. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, but this is not, so far it's not working. I'm not sure. You probably need a value for selection. Imaged. These people were doing it. They did the separate RGB. What is this? Oh. Understand the difference. really almost. Oh, I bet you because it needs to know where the texture is in relation to the object. Might just work. I don't think so. Okay. UV. I think you need to, yeah, well, not yet. You need to project it, I think, on the object. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not quite sure. I don't quite understand how you pull these things in, like UV, and then how you get a UV map here. That's what I don't quite understand. I mean, this should be all set up already. I don't feel like you need to do that. Oh, this is really annoying. Okay. We learned a valuable lesson. Don't try to overcomplicate things. So we actually Sean kind of called this, I think. Let me see if he did. Oh, so he said, are using the road splines, and I said I don't have road splines, but there were road splines, I just didn't realize it. I just hadn't imported them. So now at least I have all the roads. Man, this gets fun, right? Because now I have all the roads. So I have Fulton Mall, which is this main road here. And now I have like a really simply geometry node set up on it, which is just to take the points and put these little cylinders, which can be light posts. I mean, we just want something really that just has like a bit of a mission at the top. It's super simple. There might even be a way to just pair like lights with it, but we'll see. And now I just want to figure out how to set the distance. Instances on points. And then I got to take a break and get some meat.
Meanwhile, let's get.
So come give me love. 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 Give me love. So come give me love. Come give me love. So come give me love. Come give me love. So come give me love. Come give me love. So come give me love.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break, get some to eat, and try to figure out what's going on with these curves. Just one of these, kind of annoying things. I'm very, very close. We have all of these curves for all the streets, and we have, basically what sucks about this is we have huge thing done, which is if we go into rendered view or go to solid view here, we can basically distribute these things on every single curve. And, I think that they'll probably be fairly reasonable in terms of mission. Sorry, I'm just so this should have the geometry, the pieces that are there. So I just have to see if they have the emission should be on. It's not working. Full geometry node. There it is. Just trying to figure out how to get the material, the materials is the easy part. It's how to make more distance between these things, because this is definitely like what I want. Depth is 15.5 feet. The radius is, we can make it really small. Just even something like this, 0.025. And then, we have control over that emission amount. Which is right here. And I think we even have the compositor set up, for a bit of glow. So you imagine if, we put all these on all the city streets, we're already pretty good in terms of having some cool lighting. We can obviously tune it down to whatever we want and adjust it. So it's just why I can't control the distance is what's kind of driving me a little bit nuts. But worst case scenario, and this is kind of a fatal flaw, I just continue to sort of push to try to figure out the problem instead of focusing on stuff that's going to make a difference right now. But basically, putting those on all the streets is going to be really straightforward, which is nice. And then that'll get us some street lighting. And then really what's left is to get some lighting on the buildings. And, I don't think that's going to be that crazy. Even if we just kind of set this more to dusk, so we kind of light it up a bit more, have the street lights on, the building lights are going to be interesting. And then probably more important is the lighting on this thing. So maybe I'll just do this right now before I go to give myself a little bit of a boost. This is kind of a fun, really simple thing to do. Should be anyway. If we just turn this off, we just set like a little bit of recessed lighting in here. So if we go add a new material, emission, and then sign, and then just give this There's like some weird, this is part of the, that should be gone. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have done this. Something is not flat. Something wasn't flattened. Maybe it's this. No. Damn. Anyway, you get the idea. There's yeah, there's something not flat there. Damn. Fuck. It's just another little annoying thing we got to go fix. But yeah, this should be really low. 5, something like that. Yeah, so anyway, you kind of get the point. This would just be kind of lighting up around the bottom. It'd be really dull. Be show up in the render. And then I feel like these actually have textures. What happened? Oh, it's because we have this stupid. Mesh, railing, lower, upper, middle, lower, upper, roof. You should be, this one can stay. This one can go. And then interior, curve gone. Yeah. Anyway, it's there. It's there. There's just some final little things to do. Okay, I'll call it. I think I'll come back. It's 8 o'clock. I think I'll come back for one more here, probably at 9 o'clock Pacific time. So in about 50 minutes, and then